So if you could just start by introducing yourselves and talking about your role at TIFF.
Sure. Piers Handling, Director and CEO of TIFF, co-director of the film festival as well, so I have overall responsibility for the entire organization, being involved with the festival for many years, program there.
Cameron Bailey, co-director of the festival, so just the 10-day event in September, part of the organization.
Great. TIFF is a crown jewel of the Canadian film and television industry. It's a showcase for Canadian films and filmmakers, and also puts our films on a world stage. What do you see as being TIFF's role in the Canadian film industry?
I think we like to take a leadership role in the film industry in terms of presenting Canadian film and introducing our audience and the world really to Canadian filmmakers. We've developed long relationships with filmmakers over the years. People like Adam Agoyan have been bringing their films to our festival to launch for 25 years. But we also like to feel like we are in a position to really launch new filmmakers that the industry and the media worldwide may not yet know about.
Yeah, I think we're a catalyst, to be honest. That's the key thing. We're a home for Canadian filmmakers. It's a place where they should feel that they're preeminent, that they belong, that it's placed in an international context. Obviously, huge, enormous stage, world stage for them. But it's a catalyst for young filmmakers to be exposed, I think, to the rest of the world. We take great care and pride in the short film component. It's where so many of the major feature filmmakers have actually come out of our short film program. And I think for the rest, it's now this generation that grew up in the 80s have sort of spread their wings to the point where they're very, very well known. And yet the festival still gives, kind of centers them. It gives them a place. People like Cronenberg and Agoyan and are just a real place for them to showcase the material in a major international context.
And the other thing I'd add is that it goes beyond just presenting films here. We have lots of different initiatives that help filmmakers who maybe aren't yet at the point where they're making feature films or even short films that make it to the festival. Things like our Pitch This program, which brings the opportunity to present an idea for a film to a jury, and there's a prize for that. Our Talent Lab, which Piers has been very, very instrumental in spearheading in terms of bringing a small group of Canadian filmmakers together and bringing in people from the global film industry to give them a sense of just how that all works and connect them with people like Danny Boyle and some of the leading members of the industry internationally.
What's your personal opinion of the current state of our industry from an artistic perspective in terms of our films, our filmmakers, and the kind of stories we're telling?
I don't think it's any different, to be honest, than it's been for many, many years. I think there's an enormous number of extremely talented people who've now, some of them have actually achieved preeminent status in international cinema. I think people like Deepa Mehta, Adam Agoyan, David Cronenberg, Denis Arcand are certainly, Guy Madden are certainly at that level. So internationally, the films are recognized, filmmakers are recognized around the world. They're making good cutting-edge work, actually. I think narratively, we've always been somewhat different than our American counterparts. I think the Canadian narrative filmmakers play with the medium in a different kind of way. Their films are a little bit more challenging, more demanding, require more of an audience, so they're perfect for festivals, actually. They're perfect for to get the kind of acclaim that festivals can provide them, and then move out. But I think that there's always been a core cadre of incredibly talented filmmakers in this country, always has been. The trick is to actually get them known by our own people, to get the films out into the theaters. And that is a trick because there's not a natural connection between the Canadian filmmaking community, I think, and its audience. And I probably separate Quebec out. I think Quebec, there probably is that connection. I think those films are a cultural expression of their province, of their culture, and I think Quebecers take great pride in seeing Quebec films on screen. For English Canadian filmmakers, obviously it's a lot different because of Hollywood, and Hollywood does overwhelm our screens, and it's harder for Canadian filmmakers, honestly, to create some kind of noise in the marketplace, apart from the top filmmakers like Agoyan and Cronenberg. So the quality's there. It's actually just trying to create a space for them, and I think that's where the festival as well as TIFF and all our year-round activities, that's where we play a key role, actually giving them a kind of profile that they wouldn't otherwise receive.